Baltimore Ravens. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This will be taken short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Check. Hold on. Check.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep is a very dangerous Mike Hughes. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6. At the Ravens' 49-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
You better be afraid of me. Tighten up, tighten up.
On second down, Cook. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up third and 9.
No score after one on EA Sports.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Check. Hey, can't. Hey, flipper. Gun. Slam.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 40 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Running right. This is Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go now. 54. 60 out long. 54 Mike.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
54. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reads. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Anthony Barr, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. He makes Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Keep playing hard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
57. I'm coming. Undercrush.
The first run for the backup, Abdullah. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Abdullah. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
Second and 10.
They run it again with Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Cousins now. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
3 bucks. 1. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Cook. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Don't get nervous.
Check four.
Again, it's Cook. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 26 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, they got the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Ravens 7. Dan Bailey to kick off 4 minutes.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Ingram. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
You got nothing.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They start the drive with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 83 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now the pass brought in by Roberts, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Roberts has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Again, 13 yards.
Right there.
First down, Baltimore.
Set the tone, defense. Set.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Stay with your man. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Let's go.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Quit talking about it and bring it. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One last shot for Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker. Yeah. Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.